What's up, trappers? And aloha. It's your girl and your host, Chef Kimme. Guys, I'm bringing you guys today this cake. I liked this cake a lot. No shade. This is my first time making this cake. It is a matcha lemon cake. And it's not the typical matcha lemon cake you usually see that has the swirl. It's like one side is lemon, one side is matcha. I wanted to make a combination, pretty much of them both. And it came out being like a really crisp, fresh lemon taste, and matcha is more of in the undertone. It's like once you stop chewing and you actually like really rolling it around in your mouth, you get this very light taste of matcha, which comes mainly in the form of the glaze. So it's really great, you guys, and thank you for joining me here at the Trap. So hey, let's make this a lovely green goddess matcha lemon cake. So I will be going over the ingredient list, but I will also leave the measurements and everything you need for this yummy cake. This yummy green goddess cake will be in the description box. Okay? All right, let go. You will need all-purpose flour, kosher salt, baking soda, sugar. Culinary grade matcha is what I'm using, 3 good tablespoons. However, you can use regular matcha green tea. All grades are different. Usually the more expensive is the better quality. I think I'm showing you that it was made in Japan or somewhere like that. But it might change the flavor of your cake just a little bit. I'm using unsalted butter, 3 eggs, room temperature please, room temperature. 1 cup of buttermilk is also room temperature, fresh zest of lemon, and freshly squeezed lemon juice. Once again, measurements down below, and please preheat your oven to 350. All right. We will begin by mixing our dry ingredients together. Easy peasy. Here, guys, I'm just mixing up the flour a little bit. I did actually sift my flour, so it is pretty fine, no clumps. Like I said before, just mixing the dry ingredients in together. You guys, I did not sift my matcha. This one had a few little specks in it, but I actually really liked the way it looked. You can actually blend your dry ingredients together, obviously not with the sugar, however, and then do another sifting before making the cake. All up to you, however. All right, guys, I'm just going to mix this all together really good. Phew, all done. So our next step in making this yummy green goddess matcha lemon pound cake is going to be the creaming of our sugar and our butter. Once again, you guys, our butter should be nice and soft, easily able to mix and cream with our butter, and it should be light and fluffy. All right, let's go. Okay, from time to time, you guys, you're going to want to stop and just scrape down the sides of your bowl. We want everything to be incorporated very well, blending that butter and that sugar so it's nice, it's light, and it's fluffy. Okay, there we are. All done. Now we're ready to blend our eggs one at a time. Your eggs should be room temperature. I hope they are. So guys, feel free also if you like to crack your eggs one at a time in a bowl and then put it inside of your sugar and your butter. Just here recently, you guys, I've been getting a number of bloody eggs. I do make cakes professionally for a living. So I've been getting a number of bloody eggs. So, you know, feel free to, I'm still just cracking it in the bowl too. I don't know why. But feel free to just, you know, use a bowl and then put your eggs in there one at a time, if you please, or you can just go for the gusto like me. But I have lost quite a number of cake batters here recently, cracking open just gross and just disgusting eggs. All right, let's finish getting our eggs in there, blending it really good one at a time. Like I said before, trappers, you're going to want to stop from time to time, no matter what you're using, where may it be the stand mixer, the hand mixer, or just your hand mixing, okay? Yeah, just stop from time to time and just scrape down your sides. You like Food Network voice lady says, everything should be blended and incorporated well, so you get that perfect cake, that delicious cake that you want. You want to get what you want. Okay, trappers, all done. Now we're simply going to alternate our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients, making sure that we end with our flour. So we're just going to alternate and yeah, mix it up here. Guys, let me just say, I really loved the color of this cake. That's why I chose to name it the Green Goddess. I just love the green in it. It was a pretty color green. It was a nice contrast with the darker green of the glaze. I'm a very nature type person. I'm a Virgo. Hello, Virgo Trap Kitchen. Okay, hello. So I really enjoyed it. Yeah, watch out for that flour. Feel free to just kind of mix your flour around a little bit at first because it was like flying all over the place. It sure was. But yeah, I really like the green. It would be like a really awesome cake to cook for special occasions like Earth Day, St. Patty's Day, if you have the look of the Irish. Also 420. It actually put really great cake for 420, like, especially if you make like some little strawberry inspired nug looking. They have those little chocolate covered strawberries that can look like nugs. I think this would be a really cool cake to do for that as well. But overall too, just a nice cake to take to the potluck, to take over for coffee with the fam, or you know, the girls or whatever. The cake is absolutely delicious. So yeah, trappers, all right, let's finish up. Also, trappers, let me just point out as well, when I said liquid ingredients, that did include the lemon juice. So you do see me kind of alternating back and forth with the buttermilk, as well as that fresh squeezed lemon juice that we did. Oh, yeah, there's that color. I really like that green. It's nice and pretty. So you guys, you can see this overlay at the bottom. I'm just showing you on this little hand juicer here how I juice the lemons. I had way more lemon juice than I needed. I only used 2 generous tablespoons. But I mean, you can use anything to juice your lemons. And feel free also, if you already have prepared lemon juice, just use what you have in the trap. It will make a difference in your cake. Yeah, it will make a difference in your cake the way it tastes if you use fresh versus prepared. But yeah, feel free. Okay, trappers, finishing off with our liquid ingredients. Remember, we want to end mixing our cake with the flour. We will be folding in our zest, but when it comes to this process, you need to end with the flour. Another one of those key steps in making a good cake. It is different types of steps you can take, mainly in the creaming process. Here lately, just briefly, you guys, it's been all the rage. People, that paper towel was like so getting on my freaking nerves. I don't even know why I put it there. I don't know, but anyway, people have been, look at that, yummy. All the rage here lately is a process called reverse creaming. I have made, because like I said before, I do bake professionally. I do have my own cake company. Look me up on Instagram if you like, Pretty Perfect Pound Cakes 808. Yes. So, reverse creaming, I have made a couple of cakes with the reverse creaming method. I'm not, I don't, I still don't have a really solid opinion on it yet. I think I probably will be making a video with with maybe one cake where I do the reverse creaming method. Yeah, so I'll probably just give you my opinion on that later. It's a really cool technique and it's different and I kind of like it. All right, trappers, so we're just about done mixing up this cake. Yeah, and then we're just gonna fold in our lemon zest and we're gonna be all done. Okay, we already have our prepared pan ready. I just buttered it with some butter flavored Crisco oil, a generous probably half a cup of flour. I just tapped around it to get it prepared. Please do not skip this step, trappers. Don't just spray some Pam or something thinking, oh, it's going to be okay. You don't want to do all this hard work and then not have your cake come out of the pan at the end of it. Like, for real, girl, that's just sad. That's just some sad stuff. Okay, just alternating around the pan. Let's get it so we can put it in our hopefully already preheated 350-degree oven, which is also another one of those key steps to a great cake, trappers. I can only think of a couple of cakes, one being a cold oven pound cake that you would start out with the oven, not preheated. Okay, trappers, so right here, I'm just gonna pretty much just tap it a little bit right here on the counter, shake it a little bit. What I'm trying to do is get the air bubbles out, because if you don't, you'll bake your cake and it'll have all these little bitty holes and stuff in it. So, which isn't aesthetically as pleasing, you know what I'm saying? Not to say people really gonna be caring what it looks like, but you never know. Like I said, you could be taking it somewhere and you want to show it off. You want to show off your great baking skills. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so like I said before, we're just going to go ahead and put this in our hopefully 350-degree preheated oven. And 1 hour later, this is what our yummy, delicious cake is looking like. You guys, I actually cooked my cake for an hour. You guys do know I do live on the island of Oahu, but I could have went an extra 5 minutes. I did have one spot that was a little tacky right at the top. However, I second guess myself a little bit. I did not want my cake to be dry, so I did take when it appeared to be quite ready, but I think another 5 minutes would be good. So 1 hour and 5 minutes baking time at 350-degree preheated oven is grand. Okay, guys, so simple glaze, sifted. I don't play about powdered sugar. 2 cups was more than enough. I did 1 heaping generous tablespoon, I do believe, on matcha, which gave it a nice undertone. You can go heavier, feel free. And I did a generous quarter cup, maybe a little bit over a quarter cup of water. So when it comes to this glaze, guys, right here, I'm just mixing it in really good. I'm just mixing in the matcha really good because I did not sift the matcha, only the powdered sugar. You're going to want to slowly just drizzle the water in until you can get to pourable consistency or type of consistency that you desire. You're going to want to have this pretty much, if in my opinion, you should be looking for like a honey type consistency. Your cake should be completely cool. I mean, at least 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes I say even 5. You want that cake to really be cool before you put your glaze on, because you don't want it to still be hot and just melt the glaze off, and you don't want your glaze to be too thin to where when you put it on the cake, it just kind of runs off all over the place. Like I said, you kind of want to get that a honey type thickness. That is the type of consistency that we're looking for. All right. Yeah, that's our glaze. Yum. Okay, trappers, let's glaze this baby. Trappers, feel free to use a rack underneath your cake if you like when you're glazing it. I'm just using this little plastic cake stand because I am making a YouTube video and I really like the effect of it kind of drizzling and pulling up down at the bottom. And you guys, this cake smells so good. Even I know some people might be like, green, I don't know, but as you can see the contrast, as you can see with the pictures that I took of the plating, absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I really could appreciate and enjoy the greenness, the contrast of the greens in the cake. So guys, you're easy peasy. Look, you're just gonna go around glazing your cake with your glaze, filling in any holes or whatever that you have. Ooh, look at that. This cake too, you guys, was so delicious. I'm doing a voiceover right now with this cake, but I'm going to tell you guys, I ate a piece of this cake this morning with some coffee, and it was so freaking good. It's so freaking good. Real talk, you guys. As it ages, though, I did notice that the matcha is still there, but it is quite light. But I'm not a huge matcha fan. However, being a seller of cakes, I live somewhere where there's a huge customer base of people who love matcha. So, yeah. Yeah, you got to sell for your customers. So that was it, you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you make this cake. Thanks for rocking with me here at The Trap. Look forward to another Out of the Trap video coming up after this, and see you next time. Mahalos.